Hey guys, you're watching One and Only. My name is AJ, and we are back on another episode of Let's Build a City. I think this is the last episode before Christmas. Last episode, we done the Christmas tree, which is still flashing away, doing its job, doing its thing. I love it, I love it. But, seeing as though this is actually the last episode before Christmas, Santa needs to come to town, doesn't it? Santa Claus is coming to town, ooh, ooh, Santa. So, we're going to do him flying above here, I think. This is where we're going to do it. So, the first thing that we need to do is firstly sleep, actually. But then we need to get a column of blocks going up there, so we can actually place some blocks up in the sky. And for a sleigh, I think I've got a plan on how we're going to do the reindeer. I've got a really cute reindeer design. But as far as the sleigh goes, I'm a little bit stuck. So, let's take this away. Oh, yeah. If we used carpet, it would have been a lot quicker. But it doesn't matter. There we go. Down this way. Boop, 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 boop. Wonderful. Let's come back up here. Spin ourselves around. Now, for the sleigh. We're obviously going to need red wool for the sleigh. We might need some brown wool, some green wool as Christmassy, some white wool, maybe some black wool, maybe a little bit of gold. I think that's going to get us started. So, sleigh shape. Let's start off with the black outline for the shape here. We're going to have somewhat of a flat bottom. I have no idea on what scale we're going to do this. How many blocks is it so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go, guys. 8 blocks at the minute. And then we're going to come up and try and get a bit of a sleigh rear. Maybe it's going to be quite a big sleigh, I think. Relatively large sleigh. Something like that. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's going to be a huge sled, but then it's going to have a really small Father Christmas and a really small reindeer. Because, I don't know if you guys, have you ever seen Christmas cards where you've got reindeers pulling the sleigh in the sky? It's always a really small sleigh, isn't it? How does he fit all the presents on it? You need a big sleigh so you can fit all the presents on it and then go from there. Okay, so I think that's... Let's go... I really don't know what size I want to do it. Let's come up here. I don't know even what shape I want to do it yet. Something like that. That's 5 blocks on the top there. I'm trying to shout out the numbers for you guys so you can build it yourself. But I'm not very good at it, I'm afraid. I like to just build. I don't really think too much about... and you guys not being able to build it yourself. But I'm starting to get better at it. I'm starting to give you guys dimensions and stuff like that. You can see it pretty easily. So there's another 5 blocks there. That's a pretty good back. And then I want it to rise up a little bit at the front. Something like that. Maybe up again. There's another 5 blocks. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then we'll extend this bottom one out. Whoops. Extend this bottom one out here. And then match it up, I think. Start bringing it together. So let's go with 4 blocks. Then splash me, then 2 blocks. And then 2 1 blocks. 2 blocks. And whoops. And then match it up like that. That's a pretty good sleigh shape. Might look a little bit weird at the minute, but once we get it filled in, it'll look quite good. Now, how wide do we want this sleigh to be? If we done red wool in the middle here, how many blocks wide is that? Is that good, or is that not quite big enough? It's going to be a big build. This is going to require a lot of camera stuff, I think. It might be a little bit too big. No, I like it being big. I want to fit all the presents in it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I want an even number, 12. And then that there. Okay, that is absolutely huge. Let me just mirror that black outline on this side, and I shall be right back. Okay, so we've got the sort of shape of it in. It's going to look so derpy, because we're going to have these tiny little reindeer, these tiny cute little reindeer pulling this huge sleigh. But believe me, guys, if you guys are going to complain about the physics of the tiny reindeer pulling a big sleigh, then you haven't wrapped your head around that they're flying reindeer. I mean, that's probably the most unrealistic thing about the whole thing, let alone it pulling a big sleigh. But anyway, what do we want to do? What pattern do we want to have on here? Do we want to go around now with gold? I got the gold out to try and make his sleigh look a little bit more regal. Yeah, I mean, I'm a king. I'm a regal person. my Santa Claus would have a regal sleigh of gold and red and greens. We might even use some light green. The green that I've got in my inventory at the minute on my hotbar there, this is the dark green wool. But on this texture pack, it's like the perfect Christmas green. On the default texture pack, I think that the dark green is a little bit too dark, and the lime green actually suits better. That's pretty nice. Oh, that is very nice. Okay, so now let's go around with red. We'll do this side together, and then I can mirror the other side off camera later on the episode. I want to try and stay with you guys for a little bit at least. Let's do the red like this, though. Okay. So come up here. And each layer we do actually gets smaller, because we're working our way into the middle. Whoops. There we go. It's going to be a tiny little Santa as well. He has to have a big sleigh. Otherwise, he would have to, like, deliver to one little housing estate. You know, a few houses. And then we'd have to go back to the North Pole and go and pick up more. And then come all the way back again. He'd never be able to do that in one night, would he? You need to have a huge sleigh, fill it all with presents, and then go from there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I would really like some, like, detail on the side. If we filled that all in with white, we could then do some detail bits on it and make it a little bit more dimensional, couldn't we? Yeah. I really don't want to... Ow! I turned my head really fast then, and nearly cricked my neck. I don't really want to cut away, but at the minute we're just doing boring stuff, aren't we? We're just doing block placing. So let me mirror this again back onto that other side, and then we'll put some detail in. Maybe with either some snow or some white wool, or maybe even some quartz. So I should be back in a minute. Okay, just a couple of layers left now. We will be getting to some detailed parts, hopefully in a minute. I don't know how much detail I can really fit in. I've never built a sleigh before. I've built many houses, but I've never built a sleigh, so it's a challenge. It really is. Let's go with some quartz stairs and slabs, so we can get some funky shapes on here with this. Let's go like that. And like that. And then bring it down like this. And then if we had that one, and that one. That's pretty Christmassy looking. Like there. And nope. What was it? That one? Yeah, that's a pretty nice little Christmas detail. You don't want it too fancy, but just something that, like, stands out a little bit, really. So let's go with that. And then, splash me. If we go, possibly just that, like, the rear half. If we put green wool over this might look quite good. I'm making this up as we go along, guys. I hope you know that. Ah, no, I'm falling. Why can't I fly? I thought my A button had broken then. I was like, no, I'm going to have to get my other controller. But we're okay. Let's come along here. It's night time already? No way. We only just slept. Down this side. Like that. Oh yeah, I do just like the back of that, though. Yeah, I don't want to do it at the front. I just want to do it at the back. Maybe if we do something like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And maybe at the front, if we use white wool. And then we get like this sort of two-tone sleigh. That sounds pretty good. I'll sleep the night away in a minute, guys. Don't worry. So let's come down this way. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. That looks pretty cool. It'll look better once it's all done as well. So, sleep the night away. For the middle part, like to connect the two sides together, I think we're just going to use red wool along there. So I'll do that off camera later on. But let's work out these little tiny reindeer. Or should we do the reindeers last? Oh, I don't know. Let's work out where Santa's going to sit. So, Santa's going to sit somewhere along the front here. We might even do a couple of elves in there as well. So if we had it like that. Or should Santa sit right at the front? Because Santa's tiny. Santa's like 6 blocks high, if that. Let's put Santa right towards the front a little bit. So he can see where he's going. Even though he's magic. And let's put it there. And have this along here. We might replace this red wool later on. I'm just getting a bit of a platform at the moment. Splash me. Now, for Santa, we're going to have his little red legs. Like that. And like that. Maybe with some little red boots on. I love doing these kinds of tiny little builds. He's so cute. Maybe we should extend his legs by one. It's going to be really derpy, but it's going to be awesome at the same time. So let's... he needs a belt. Let's go with a belt that goes around his waist here. There's Santa's little belt. And then let's go with Santa's hands. Like that. Is that too big? No, that's about right. That's good. That's good. We'll keep that. And then, Santa's beard, like this. What colour would be good for skin colour? Oak wood? Jungle woods looks like he's got a bit of a tan going on. Birchwood? Or... we don't have anything that really is like skin... sand, I suppose. Yeah, we'll use sand. Why not? Let's use sand. So, sand up here, like this. So there's his little face on. Let's get some buttons for his eyes. He's so derpy, it's awesome. Oh, I love this. Christmas is a great time. Let's have this like that. Have that like that. And let's have his little hat on. Is that too high? That might be a little bit too high. Let's drop it down by one. Like that. Like that. Yeah, there we go. So there's Christmas, Father Christmas's hat blowing in the wind. It's like, ah, no! And he'll be holding some raids. He's actually bigger than I thought. He actually is bigger than I thought. I actually like the scale that we're doing so far. I like that. I really do. We'll have to stick him in a chair or something like that, like a brown wool chair. Whoops, that's not brown wool, that's pink carpet. Let's take away these blocks underneath his bum. Like this. Put in a nice brown wool, very comfy looking chair. The brown wool does look extremely soft, doesn't it? It's like, oh yeah, I would sit in that seat with Santa. Let's have this like this. He's got bucket seats in his sleigh. Racing bucket seat Santa. He can't be rolling about everywhere, can he? Okay. And let's have that one there. And that one there. So, he's sitting in his chair. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Have presents in the back. We'll do that in a minute. Or we might do a big sack, in fact. Instead of individual presents. We'll do like a big sack and maybe 2 or 3 presents laying about the outside. I really want to get this sleigh in, though. And we need the sleds. Oh, let's do the sleds. What are they called, sleds? I think they're called sleds. Do we have gold sleds or black sleds or green sleds? Let's have green sleds. No. Let's have red sleds? No. White sleds. Yes. Sleds? Sledges? I don't know. I don't know what you would... Skis. We shall just call them skis. So, we're going to have them 2 blocks wide. Whoops. Don't you hate it when it does that? We'll have them 2 blocks wide. And we want them to sort of curve up a little bit towards the front and the back. Something like that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So we'll have that at the front. And then we'll bring it towards the back as well. And I don't know how many blocks I done. It doesn't matter, does it? Because they can be different at the back as they are to the front. So let's have this like that. How does that look like from a side shot? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good, because the back's a little bit higher than the front. Yeah, I like that. So he's got his sleds in. I don't like this bit, though. So if we take that out and we instead put, like, 1 at the back and 1 towards the front. Oh, we need to go 1 higher with that one. Like that. How does that look? What do you guys think? Oh, I like that. Yeah. Its sleigh's coming on, it's getting there. Okay, I'm going to fill this all in with red wool. What I'm probably going to do, though, is do it, like, on the gold level. So on this level, instead of the black level. Okay, I'm going to do that. It's going to take me like half an hour. But I'll be right back. Okay, it's night time again. I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't seen it with all the red wool on it. So we're going to, do this together. What do you guys think? Boom. Oh, yeah. It works. I've got another sled on the other side. Ski, whatever you want to call it. I've kept the top even here because this is where our Santa sack is going to go, which we should do now, in fact. Oh, another thing I wanted to do, actually, was try and round off these backs a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that there, that there, that there, and it just rounds it off a little better. Yeah, you get a much better shape, don't you, on it? Don't need to worry about there. On the front, though, we'll probably do the same thing. If we do something like that. Oi, is Santa in the middle? Santa isn't in the middle. Oh no, have we done it an odd number? We must have. No. Okay, that's a mistake we're going to have to live with, because I ain't changing it, that's for sure. I can't believe it. Okay, we'll match it up anyway with this. Yeah, I can't believe we counted it out, didn't we? I'm sure we counted it out. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's only one block out. He just sits on the side a little bit. So there's the front. That looks a lot better. Definitely, I like that. Now, this Santa sack. What we're going to do is we're going to try and do it a sort of roundish, or however round we can actually fit into this sort of area. Let's have red wool. Well, red wool should be there if we're going to keep with this old gold thing. Like this. And then build the sack up a little bit. Like this. So we're trying to do it so it looks like it's actually in it. Like this. We'll do the same thing as what we done with the red wool just a minute ago as well. Let's just get up a few more blocks higher. Like this. Splash. So slow. There we go. We're faster. Down like this. And if you come on this side, little Santa sack 3D-ness to it. Like that, maybe. Do it the other way. Like that. That looks better. That looks like a nice little sack on the back there. And let's do it on the front here as well. So we need that there like that. That there like that. We'll round it off in a minute. We're just trying to get a shape. And then we can tweak it and work it until we get something that we really like. Something like that. It's looking good. It's looking like a good sack at the minute. And then like this. Can we do like a little tie on the top? Like a little bow on the top of it? Maybe? Something like that. Boom, 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 boom. And boom, 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 boom. How would we do this? If we done it like that, with a gold ribbon on it. And then this is like the top of it. Oops. Yeah, that's it. That looks okay. So it's tied at the top. And a couple of presents. Let's go with orange and diamond wrapping. Oops, diamond wrapping. What other colours? Pink, green, yellow, blue, and that'll do. That's a nice range of colours. So let's just do a couple of little presents on here. They're not going to be fancy presents. Like this, like that. Let's build it into it. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. With a little bow on top. Oh, I'm so simple-minded that the silliest simple things really do amuse me. Like this, like this. Oh no, it's a pink one, not an orange one. Like that. And then a little bow on the top. I like the blue. The blue is very nice. There we go. And let's have a yellow one here. Oops. It's quicker if we do the blue first, isn't it? If we do it like that. And then put the yellows in the corner. Boop, boop, boop. Wonderful. Green one. Like this. Not there. Green one. Wonderful. Oh, it's coming together so fast. I thought it was going to take a little while to do, but we're We're really cracking on. There we go. There's some presents in there. We could put a blue one down if we wanted to. Let's do one more. Let's do a blue one in the roughly in the middle, something like that. So let's have that there, and then that there. Oops. This one goes there, like that, and then blue goes in all the corners. Wonderful. And a little blue ribbon on top. You could put gold as well if you wanted, I suppose. But I like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so his sleigh is basically done. I haven't done the detail on this side of the sleigh, though. But we've got the green and the white wool and the quartz and stuff on that side. I can mimic that very, very quickly. Let's work out these reindeer. So these reindeer, we're going to have to do brown wool. And let's bring them out. Where do we want the first one? I want maybe like 5 reindeer would be a really cool amount, I think. So we're going to need that. We're going to need some black wool. We're going to need what colour wool? Pink wool? Pink wool for the girls. Blue wool for the boys. Like that. We're going to need fence posts. We're going to... Oh, poop. I got rid of the blue. We'll need... red wool for Rudolph's nose. And I think that's about it. And buttons for his eyeballs. Okay, so we'll have a leg here. These are so cute. These are like the single cutest reindeer that you'll ever see, if we can get them to look right. It's not going to be easy. Animals aren't easy at the best of times, let alone doing them on a really small scale. Like this. And then this is his bum, so he needs a tail as well, don't they? There we go, there's his tail. And then if we do that, this one will be a girl. So put a little strap on her, like this. That one goes there. And then we have the legs underneath, like that, and the black hooves. Whoops, not pink hooves. Mind you, pink hooves would look pretty cool. Can you start to see it? Hopefully you can start to see it turning out. Either that or I'm just going absolutely insane. So let's now have... How are we going to do his head? We do it like this. Like that. Nope, that's too low. That's pretty good. That's about as close as we're gonna get to a reindeer, I think. Put his eyes on, like that. And then little reindeer ears, little reindeer antler. Whoops, little reindeer antlers go on when I can place them right. And then Rudolph will have a red nose. We'll do the normal ones with the black nose. There we go. Oh, it's one reindeer. Okay, let me do that another 4 times, and then we'll have Rudolph at the front. Okay, I should be back. Okay, I'm on the last reindeer. You know who the last reindeer is. It's Rudolph. Just trying to get this as centered as we possibly can. That's about as good as we're going to get. So, it's looking really good. The blue and the pink looks really good. I got a pink one there, blue one there, and a blue one there. But I just thought we'd build this together. I'm actually getting really quick at building these now. Like, after you've built like 4 of something, you sort of know how it goes after that. So, as far as I know, as far as I understand, Rudolph's a boy. So he's going to have a blue one. I'm sure some people think he's a girl. And if you think that, that's absolutely fine. But in my head, he's a boy. And then his legs come down here. And there. Black one there and a black one there. I get so happy over the silliest of things. It's the best way though, isn't it? I don't like being grumpy. Put his eyes on. And then his ears go there. His ears go there. Antlers go on. And the final touch. Boop. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have to connect these up Probably with nether fences, because I would use wooden fences normally, but wooden fences might blend in too much with the antlers. So that looks so cool, doesn't it? So these nether fences, let's hook these up. Oh, by the way, as well, I have done this side of the sleigh. So the sleigh is done now. So let's hook these up. Let's have nether fence coming out. Okay, like that. I don't know how we want to really hook this up, but I think if we do something, or do we just use one string to each one? Yeah, that's probably easier. We might have two on the back, but if we have one coming off here, so we get a bit higher to go over his tail, like this, all the way back to Santa, and then I suppose the other leads could come off that one, couldn't they? So let's then split this off. Into his hands. Yeah, that works. That works fine. He's in the middle of turning. There you go. So he's holding on to that one. And then, I don't know the names of the reindeers. I'm sorry, guys. I should really know them. There's Dasher and Blitzen and that's about all I know. Dasher, Blitzen. I'm sure one of you will put them all in the comment section below, and I'll learn them for next Christmas. How about that? Christmas, I nearly said. Yeah. I'll try and learn them for next Christmas, and when we build something else next Christmas, we'll be able to go through the reindeers together. Isn't there a song that tells you what they all are? Probably. Look at that, he's holding them. That is so cool. Oh, how does it look like from down here? Oh, I love it. Over the top of the Christmas tree. That looks so much better than I had in my head. Not trying to blow my own horn. I thought it was going to end up looking terrible. It was just going to be done for a laugh. Because obviously it's not going to stay forever. I'll keep it for a little while. But, and Minecraft crashed. Alright guys, well we finished anyway, we had a look at it, that's going to do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and we shall see you in the next episode. Bye!